Over the past few weeks, we've watched Jesus pray many times. Today, Luke records two moments where prayer sets the stage for Jesus' true identity to be revealed.
The first is Peter's great confession. The second is the transfiguration.
The first is found in Luke 9:18 to 20.
Now it happened that as he was praying alone, the disciples were with him, and he asked them, "Who do the crowds say that I am?" And they answered, "John the Baptist, but others say Elijah, and others that one of the prophets of old has risen." Then he said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" And Peter answered, "The Christ of God."
Notice how Jesus leads his disciples and us to the question every person must answer. But who do you say that I am?
Is Jesus simply a great teacher like John the Baptist? A great prophet like Elijah? Both were remarkable servants of God, but neither was the Christ.
Peter's answer, "You are the Christ of God," comes after Jesus has been praying. Peter doesn't arrive at this truth through human reasoning alone, but through God's gracious revelation. Have you ever struggled with who Jesus really is? Ask God to reveal his Son to you.
About 8 days later, Jesus took Peter, James, and John up a mountain to pray.
Let's read Luke 9:28 to 31.
Now, about 8 days after these sayings, he took with him Peter and John and James and went up on the mountain to pray. And as he was praying, the appearance of his face was altered, and his clothing became dazzling white. And behold, two men were talking with him, Moses and Elijah, who appeared in glory and spoke of his departure, which he was about to accomplish at Jerusalem.
Once again, prayer becomes the setting where the glory that has always belonged to the Son of God shines through his humanity. For a brief moment, the veil is lifted, and the disciples see Jesus as the glorious King he truly is.
Even on the mountaintop of glory, the conversation is about what awaits Jesus in Jerusalem: his suffering, his death, his resurrection.
Jesus had already told his disciples that he would suffer, die, and rise again. To them, it may have sounded like defeat, but the Transfiguration reminded them that the one who was going to the cross was still the King of glory. The cross is not the end of Jesus' story, it is the path to glory.
There is so much happening in this passage, but it all culminates in these words from the Father. In Luke chapter 9, verse 35, "This is my Son, my chosen one. Listen to him."
Jesus is greater than the law and the prophets. He is the Christ, the glorious Son of God, the Lamb who gave himself for our sins and conquered death. The Father's command is wonderfully simple. Listen to him, because our hope, our life, and our salvation are found in him alone.